Hello guys and welcome back to Earl Sports Bets. I'm Timothy Earl and today we're going to be breaking down the NBA slate for today, January 15th. We got an 8-gamer, but before we jump into it, if you guys are new to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. Like the video, share it out, try to help people get more of our picks, help our channel grow. Hopefully we could all make some money together. So yeah, just go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. And before we jump into today's slate, we're going to go look at yesterday's, even though it was quite ugly. We went 1-3 last night, the only win coming from the Pacers. So that was a nice play, but all the other ones were not. I mean, the Warriors one was semi-close. All the other ones were not really that close at all. But we are still 83 and 64, 56% rate. Trying to hit 60% soon. So hopefully we can get some games right. But we're gonna put yesterday behind us because tonight we're gonna make some money. And we're gonna be starting off with some 7:30 games. Starting off with the New York Knicks and the Cleveland Cavaliers. We got the New York Knicks at a -135. Cleveland Cavaliers at a +115. -2 is the spread. And looking at injuries for this one, Andre Drummond is questionable. Jarrett Allen is questionable. Colin Sexton is out. Kevin Love is still out. Garland is still out. And Alex Burke is still out. So a couple injuries there, but nothing too crazy. But the model does have the Cleveland Cavaliers winning by 4.2 points. So taking them +2 is a 6.2 value, second best on the slate. If you even wanted to sprinkle the +115 money line, that would also be a 4.2 value on that one as well. So once again, there's some value there. But Cleveland Cavaliers +2 is the bet on that game. Next up, we have the Orlando Magic and the Boston Celtics. Jason Tatum is still out. Kemba Walker is still out. Jaylen Brown is still out, or is questionable, sorry. Evan Fournier is out, and Daniel Tice is questionable. But you can get the Boston Celtics at -148. Orlando Magic at +128. Spread of 3 for this one, and the model has the Boston Celtics winning by 0.1. So grabbing the Orlando Magic +3 would be a 2.9 value. And if you even wanted to go money line on them, that might not be a bad idea, considering that all the injuries for Boston, even if Jaylen Brown is out, I would definitely start leaning more towards the Orlando Magic side even more. But this one is a borderline play because it's a 2.9 value. So there's a couple plays a little bit higher than this one. I think we have 5 total plays that are good for this slate. This one is not one of them, but if you want to, Orlando Magic +3 for this one. Next up, we got the Milwaukee Bucks and the Dallas Mavericks. For this one, Kristaps Porzingis, Drew Holiday are questionable, and then Finney-Smith and Richardson are both out. But Luka and Giannis and Middleton, they're all active today, so should be a solid game to watch, but not to bet on. You can get the Milwaukee Bucks at -290. You can get the Mavericks at +245. +7 is the money line. And they have the Milwaukee Bucks winning by 4.7. So that is a 2.3 value. So this would be a lean at best. And I am not interested in betting this one. This one's actually the worst valued game on the slate. So if I can avoid this one altogether, that is totally fine by me. But if you are betting on this one, Dallas Mavericks +7 is probably the way to go. Next up, we got the 8 o'clock games. We got the Chicago Bulls taking on the Oklahoma City Thunder. minus 120 for the Thunder, plus 100 for the Bulls. Lauri Markkanen, Otto Porter Jr., and Bosley are all questionable for this game, but everybody else is active for this one. So, should be pretty straightforward. But the model has the Oklahoma City Thunder winning by 4.5. So grabbing them at -1 is a 3.5 value. This is the lowest value bet that we're going to have as a official bet today. So Oklahoma City -1 is the way to go if you wanted to spread the plus 120, minus 120 money line. That is totally fine. But Oklahoma City -1. Next up, we got the Memphis Grizzlies and the Minnesota Timberwolves. You can get the T-Wolves at -130. Memphis Grizzlies at +110. Karl-Anthony Towns is questionable. Ja Morant is questionable. Jaren Jackson Jr. is out. Ricky Rubio and Hernan Gomez are also out. But just keep an eye on the injury news. Right now, the model has the Memphis Grizzlies winning by 5.5, which, taking them at +2, is a 7.5 value, best on the slate. I would even want to take the money line on the Memphis Grizzlies at +110. That would be a 5.5 value, which would be the third best value on the slate. So taking the Memphis Grizzlies all day, +2 and the money line is the way to go on this bet. Now we get to a 9 o'clock game of the Atlanta Hawks and the Utah Jazz. You can get the Jazz at -240, the Hawks at +200. Doesn't really look to appear. I mean, we have Ingles, Gallinari, and Bogdanovich out. All the starters are all active, so should be pretty good. The model has the Utah Jazz winning by 1.9, so grabbing the Atlanta Hawks at +6 would create a 4.4 value. So not a bad play there. Definitely some value there. So Atlanta Hawks +6, solid way to go. On to the 10 o'clock games, we have the New Orleans Pelicans taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. As always, the two Lakers have question marks next to their name. They'll probably play. I wouldn't put anything by it. Lonzo Ball is out and Eric Bledsoe is questionable. So, yeah, but just keep an eye on those injury news. Obviously, if one of those two are out, line's going to move. But we do have the Los Angeles Lakers at -520, the Pelicans at +14, spread of 10. And the model has the Lakers winning by 7.1, which creates a 2.9 value. So obviously keep an eye out on LeBron and AD. If anybody are out, I would 100% be betting the Pelicans now. If you think one of them will be out, even if you don't, Pelicans 2.9 value on the +10 bet. And the final game of the night is the Los Angeles Clippers taking on the Sacramento Kings. Buddy Hield is questionable, and so is Pat Bev and Lou Williams. Obviously, keep an eye on injury news. They should have it up before that. But you can get the Clippers at -265, the Kings at +225, and a spread of 7. And the model has the Clippers winning by 1.6, so taking the Kings at +7 will be a 5.4 value play. It actually got a little bit better in value since the model came out, because the model had 6.5 for the Kings. So this one will be 5.4 value, third best on the slate if you don't count money lines. So betting the Sacramento Kings is definitely the way that I'm going for this game. But that's going to do it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Once again, bets for today: Cleveland +2, Magic +3, Mavericks +7, Thunder -1, Grizzlies +2, Atlanta +6, Pelicans +10, and Kings +7. All the plays are there. But thank you guys for watching. If you want to follow me and my brother on socials, right there. At Nicholas_Earl is my brother. At Gaming Giggity is me. Sports we cover: NBA, college basketball, college football, NFL, MLB, esports, WNBA, NHL. My brother's actually doing UFC for tomorrow's card as well. I forgot to put that up there, but stay tuned for that as well. And always make sure to subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. And until next time, let's make some money tonight.